Yo, man, what's good, y'all? It's your boy GameTimeTay, man. Y'all already know the vibes. About to get into it. And as y'all can see by this title and this thumbnail, we got a different type of video for y'all today. Y'all know usually I post the head-to-head joints, but now we got some. I'm gonna give y'all some info, man. I'm gonna give y'all some tips to be just like your boy Game Time and get dubs and be the king of Madden and be the best player in Madden. You know what I mean? So before we get too far into the video, if y'all can please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button and also comment. Show support on my channel. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that have shown support on my channel. We just now recently hit 400 subscribers and I'm real appreciative of that. And it's thanks to y'all, man. So let's get it. So just hit that subscribe button, that like button, and get in them comments with me. Now for our first tip, we got clock management. So what I mean by clock management is knowing how to wisely use your timeouts, knowing when you should use your timeouts, and running the ball. For example, let's say if you up by like 2 touchdowns, you shouldn't be trying to pass the ball. You should be working that clock, running that clock down. The clock is on your side, so don't force anything. Just have smart clock management. 2 minutes. If you down by a touchdown, or let's say you're down by 10 points, and there's only like 2 minutes left or 2:30 left. Know how to be good under situations like that where you pressured and you ain't got that much time to work with. And the more you practice situations like that, you'll get even better and be comfortable with those situations, and you won't be pressured or feel like you're not going to be able to make it happen. So that's the first tip. Alright, for the second tip is you want to know what your play style is. You want to know if you run heavy or if you pass heavy, or if you like in between, if you mix it up with the run and passing. Some people I know they just like pass heavy, like they rarely ever run out throughout the game, and you can just kind of stop them. So just know like what type of player you is. If you like to pass the ball, focus on plays that got good passing concepts, good passing schemes, and just work on that. If you're a person that like to run, a way you could do that is pick a team that got like a good running back with like a good O line, and find some run plays, some run schemes that you can work with out of that. When I first started playing Madden, I didn't really think that was much of a thing. But once you start playing more, you'll understand like you're a better person at passing or you better at running. So it just depends on what you like, or if you want to mix them both up. You can easily, if you mix both of them up, if you're good at passing and running, that makes you even better, because that means somebody can't just play you one way. So even let's say if you is pass heavy, you still want to know how to run the ball just enough so that way you're not locked up to only passing, or you're not comfortable with running the ball, and vice versa. You don't want to be too run heavy, because say if it's a situation where you need to pass the ball but you're not comfortable passing, you see what I mean? So just find like what type of play style you is and work on it, and you'll get better with it. Alright, our third tip is opponent tendencies. So when you start up the game and you're playing your opponent online, you want to know what their tendencies are early. So usually players, they like to kind of go to their strengths early on in the game. That's just how it is. When you see your opponent start to do certain formations or certain play concepts or certain plays, keep it in your back of your head that must be what they like to do, and that must be a strength for them. Now I'm gonna give y'all an inside tip to this. This is how I like to do it. Since I'm like experienced and I've been playing Madden for so long, let's say my opponent come out in the same formation and he's doing like the same concept, and he got like 2 different reads, right? I personally would let him just do that for like the first half of the game, just because I know that that's what he's doing. The reason why I let him do that for the first half is I want him to feel like he's comfortable just doing that to me the whole game. So that way, by the time I'm ready to switch it up and lock it up, it's going to be hard for him to switch it. So that's just a little quick inside tip for y'all. That's how I like to do it. But yeah, knowing your opponent tendencies can win you a lot of games. Like if you know what your opponent doing or like to do, and you can shut that down and stop it, that right there alone can win you so many games. And in my time playing online, ever since I've been understanding how to play Madden, I don't want like countless games off of just knowing what my opponent going to do before they even hike the ball, or just knowing that in certain situations throughout the game, that's what they're going to go to. So just understand your opponent tendencies, and you'll get more wins like that. Simple. Alright, for our fourth tip, we got making smart decisions. When you're playing your opponent, you want to make sure throughout the whole game you're making smart decisions, especially near late fourth quarter or even like in third quarter. For example, if you up in the game, let's say you up by 10 points or up by 3 touchdowns, you want to run that ball. Whenever you have the ball on offense, you want to run that ball, run that clock down. You got no business passing it. By you passing it, you just giving him a chance to have some type of way of making a pick six or interception that can, get him back into the game that quick. So you want to run the ball, run that clock out, be less aggressive. You don't got to force passes down the field or try to throw it. And then say when you do run the ball, if you running the ball, you want to hold that R1 button or the RB button if you want Xbox to cover up that ball so you can lessen your chance of fumbling. Because even though you're not throwing it, if you run that ball, you can still fumble. So hold that cover ball button so that way you don't fumble as much, or you don't have a chance of fumbling, I should say. And let's say if you do want to go to passing, if that's just who you are as a player, if you want to go to passing, at least look for your checkdowns. You probably don't gotta force it down the field, but just those short routes, out routes, flat routes, checkdowns to the curl with your running back. So just making smart decisions could easily win you a lot of games. And for our last tip number 5, and this is like the most common one, is to practice or hit the lab. You could easily find out how to become a better player and win more games by just simply going to the practice field and practicing. You can practice against the defense. If you got a certain play, make the defense come out in each defensive formation or play type. So have them come out in cover 1 and see how your plays work. Do cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. Have them come out in man-to-man blitz. Just try every defensive concept you can against whatever plays you like doing, and that way you can easily find out what works and what doesn't work. Sometimes I just go to the practice field and I don't even be aggressive with practice, and I just mess around and just have fun with it, and then I might bump into something and be like, oh snaps, that might actually work, and then I actually try it and then it worked and I tried it in a real game. So just by you hitting the practice field, you can make as many mistakes, and like that's the most common thing, is this just to lab. Like most people that play Madden, they know that's called labbing, and they just practice. So by you doing that, you can make as many mistakes without worrying about having to go in a game and try it and making a mistake that could cost you to win the game. So yeah, just like you really gotta put the time in. If you really like playing Madden like that and you actually want to get good, just practice it. Just listen to these tips that I told you, implement them into your game, and you'll win more games and become a better player. So if y'all enjoyed this video, this is the second video I made as far as like giving y'all tips, and I might start doing more of these videos. If y'all enjoyed this video, make sure y'all like, comment, and please hit that subscribe button. Like I said earlier, we just hit 400 subs, and I appreciate that from y'all. And it don't cost you nothing to hit that subscribe or like button. So, and that's going to do it for this video. So I'll holler at y'all in the next video. More videos coming out this week, and I'm out. Peace.